Live from our Lakeview in Colchester, Vermont, it's Virtual in Vermont, the 2020 VIP Users Conference. Here are your hosts, Derek Punt and Heather Burnett.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this morning's live edition of Virtual in Vermont. We're excited to start day 2 with you. We just came off the expo. How was it, Derek?
The expo was great.
Yeah?
We really did not know what to expect, but it turned out to be pretty awesome. It was a great way, I liked it because we actually got to talk to customers for a little bit.
We love talking to you. That's the whole goal for us at the conference. That and going out, but it was an early night for all of us, so we're raring to go this morning. What booth were you in?
I was in pricing and costing booth 2, so I really had to dust off some of the cobwebs, but I still got it.
Nice.
Price codes, price groups, you name it.
Way to go. Way to go. I was in RPC, and it was a great follow-up to yesterday's panel. So thanks to everybody who joined us for that. All right, let's see. What's on the docket this morning? We want to recap and talk a little bit about yesterday with Wes and Chef. They really got us off to a good start after you and I. And then the RPC panel. I can't thank them enough for Will and Karen and Deb for sharing their expertise and learnings with everybody on RPC. So that was fantastic. Derek, what did you...
So, Heather, what I'm most curious about is how the speed date networking went.
Yeah, so that remains to be seen. Once we have the data after we actually finish the event, we're going to share it with you. But right now, we're just going to ad-lib and move on from there.
Well, I'm going to go on a limb and guess that speed networking was an awesome event. So, as promised, today we want to start off with a couple more polls. So Reese is going to help us out here. Hope you guys all remember where the polls are from our landing page. So how many people from your company attended a session yesterday? Let's see what participation was like.
I'm expecting some big numbers, Derek.
Wow, these are some big numbers.
1, 2.
All right, so seems like there was a lot of participation from within each of your companies. How about you? How many sessions did you attend yourself?
Awesome.
Oh,
Wow,
because they can't attend that many.
that's a record for people.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty cool that people took the time out of their days while doing their regular jobs to attend that many sessions. Very cool.
It's easy to get sucked into other things. So y'all still fell into the time. So nice job. Nice job.
And for those of you who signed up for 8 sessions, that means you probably have a leg up on the VIP points. So as promised, we want to take a look at our leaderboard, our VIP points leaderboard. And we have a new leader.
Whoa, just like that. It's so dynamic. You guys keep checking this out too.
I didn't even think it was possible to get 325 points in 24 hours, but somehow Sarah has done it. Well, awesome. We got about, what do we have? About 30 hours until we announce the winners. Super. So here is a beautiful picture of Lake Champlain with a beautiful sunset. This is actually from Susan Park's patio. And speaking of sunsets, we want to take a moment to acknowledge 3 very special people who have retired since the last conference. Wanted to start out with Carol Johnson. Okay, so many of you may have known Carol even before she worked at VIP, as she worked at Mount Hood distributing out in Portland, Oregon. But then she spent 10 years here at VIP in various customer-facing support roles. So she's living the good life. It's probably not great with the fires out in Oregon and everything. But once that all clears up, she lives in Bend, Oregon, and I'm very jealous, and we're going to visit her. Carol had a couple words that she wanted to share with you all that we'd like to share.
Hi, everybody. It seems strange to be September and not packing my bags to head to.
Hi, I'm Carol.
I love my therapy dog. We go to the library. We do lots of great things. I was going to throw that in there too.
Hi, everybody. It seems strange to be September and not packing my bags to head to Vermont for the Users Conference, but I'm sure you're all feeling that as well. Enjoying my retirement out in Central Oregon. We are at a place called Be Right Observatory today. This is
So after this, we're going to go to
and Mount Jefferson to the left, which you probably can't see. But anyway, I hope you have a great UC and look forward to seeing you sometime. If you ever find yourself out west, look me up. Bye-bye.
Another retiree that we had this past year is Ed Browning. Ed was the quintessential salesperson and friend to everyone, both here at VIP and to all of you. I know I considered myself really lucky to work with him for the last 10 years on the sales side of things with the bottlers. He's going to be missed by all. And with his 30 plus years in the business, he had a few words to share with us and what he thinks about his retirement.
Greetings, everybody. This is Ed Browning, standing out in front of my home here in Charlotte. I wanted to kind of give everybody an update on how retirement life is going for me since I retired back in at the end of February. So Heather called me the other day and asked me to do a short little video to give everybody an update to how things are going, and they're really going well. So been playing tennis almost every day, a little bit more golf too. So that's been fun. And of course, being retired, you got to start playing pickleball. It's the new shuffleboard of the retirement people. But probably the best thing is I really don't have a boss anymore. I can do what I want to do. I don't have to go to meetings or take all those many phone calls from from Dan and Heather and Derek and Kim and all those meeting requests that you get every day. So that's been great. I also don't get phone calls from Brad or Nick asking me about full service vending and why it's important. Just teasing, guys. And of course, even BK, he used to call me all the time about programming tips and techniques. Yeah, right. But anyway, things are going great. And it's really been nice being, without a boss and doing what I want to do whenever I want to do it. So anyway, so that's been great. But hold a second. Yes, dear. You need for me to unload the dishwasher? Yeah, I'll do that in just a minute. Okay, I'll do that right after this. Oh, and what else, darling? You got some more rose bushes, and we need to win the yard of the month again. I said, but we've already won it 3 times since I retired. Yeah, I know. We can hopefully win it again this time. And don't worry, I'll go to the grocery store after doing this video for the VIP folks. So, but anyway, right. Yeah, I've don't have any bosses anymore, right?
Sounds like Ed might be working a little harder than he did when he was in sales.
Hey, I think his new boss is tough.
And last but not least, we'd like to thank Jenny Keene. Unlike Ed, who doesn't struggle with saying what's on his mind, Jenny could not come up with the words to put a video together. I mean, she literally just retired 3 weeks ago today. And she's, not to mention, she just went on vacation to Maine. But we'd like to say a few words about her. For those of you who know Jenny, just know she was awesome. She was here for for over 32 years. She started out as a zoology major at Wyoming, where she was on a full scholarship to play softball. And then she came to VIP as a young woman as a receptionist, and she totally worked her way up the ladder at VIP. And she did so many different things here. She was in implementation. She could be a road warrior, but she also managed our support teams for a period of time. She also managed technical for a period of time. But her last role was probably where she's going to leave her mark moving forward for quite a few years. She was a product owner for Beverage on the Web. So when VIP made the transition, or as we were making the transition from legacy to web, Jenny has been the product owner for all things web related. Sorry, I haven't practiced. So we're going to talk a little bit more to that in our next segment. But aside from everything she did for VIP, managing different teams, implementation, all that stuff, her greatest contribution, I think, to VIP was just the relationships that she developed with so many customers, as you can see from. So sorry, we got some more pictures. Yeah, and this is how you would remember Jenny as hanging out with a bunch of her friends at the users conference or whatever. Looks like she's there with some other retirees. Allison, don't get any ideas. So we'd really like to thank Jenny for all the years of service to VIP. And it was really weird. I was hanging out with her 3 weeks ago, and it did not feel like goodbye. It feels like I've been texting her more now than ever because of the Celtics or her Patriots or whatever. So thank you very much, Jenny. And this is probably a perfect opportunity to lead into our next segment here. So we have a special update on V17, and Heather got an opportunity to interview the new product owner of Beverage on the Web.
That's right. So are we gonna show that video, or are we just gonna move through it and go on to what's hot?
Oh, so do we have a marker for the?
Do we want to just roll right into the video from here?
So one thing I'm
sorry.
thinking,
Okay.
so if we can just pause for 1 second. So one thing that I was thinking is, Derek, when you queue up Jenny, I think after I finish Ed and you start to, we go to something where Jenny's there, I'm just gonna leave. Because I want it to be like it's a live interview with Ori. And just be
Sure.
like, it's a beautiful day in Vermont, and in the effort of social distancing or whatever, Ori, we thought we'd do this outside and give everybody a glimpse of some of the beautiful Vermont. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that possible, or do you think it's not? They're gonna know it's recorded.
I think they'll know it's recorded,
Okay.
but if you wanted to play that without sort of announcing it, you step away during the video, during Ed Browning's video, you step away, so when it comes back, it's just Derek, and he's talking about Jenny. Then he's like, oh, and Heather had a chance to catch up with, the new project owner for V17, and here she is with that interview. And then we dissolve to it, and that interview's happening outside.
Yep.
Now, the important thing is when we come back, it's gonna have to be Derek again solo. So that you got to buy some time if the
If they
employees
really
are
want to
looking at that.
believe that I'm coming back in from
I
outside.
mean, if you disappeared, you wouldn't be back that fast.
I mean, I don't know
It's
if we need
I
to do
think.
that.
No,
I think-
okay, that's
I think
fine.
to say that I had an opportunity to catch up with
So
Ori.
that's fine. Yeah, so that's good. So, okay, I just didn't know how we were going to work through that. So that answers that question. So you're going to say,
I'll say
Okay, so
perfect opportunity to meet the new product owner. And Heather, you had an opportunity to catch up with the new product owner, Ori Ben-Ezri Raven,
yes, I did. And
over the weekend.
yeah, I did. And we want to share the interview with you now.
All right. Today's special guest is Ori
And then maybe I
Ben-Ezri
just
Raven.
say
We're so
it's
glad to
also
have
a
you
good
here with
chance
us,
to
Ori. I know
give you guys
that
a little
you are
sneak peek at
affectionately
the
known to your
Vermont.
friends as Aber,
So tall.
and to the CSERV cohort may be helpful, Ori. So we're really excited to have you as the product owner bringing V17 to the web. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here outside, but in person.
Exactly. And it's a beautiful setting and a beautiful day.
Exactly.
So why don't you introduce yourself to the folks who are joining us?
Absolutely. So folks might recognize my name from customer service.
It's a very unique name, right? So it's easy to recognize.
Absolutely. I joined VIP 4.5 years ago on the white team. Who remembers that? And I've since been on the master file maintenance team and the orders to cash team. And most recently, I was on tier 2, doing troubleshooting for some of the more thorny, tangled problems that we sometimes encounter. And now I'm doing product ownership for Beverage on the Web, helping to develop new features for V15 and V16 and developing new features for V17 as well. The former with the RAD team, the Responsive Application Development team, and the latter with BRG, the Beverage Redevelopment Group.
Awesome. That's such exciting news, and it's great to see such growth, within your time at VIP. So can you share some of the things that are in V17? I think everyone's anxious and excited to hear about them.
Absolutely. The biggest thing that we've been working on in V17 is actually kind of an invisible change. We're doing single item file. What that's doing is it's merging the formerly known as beer and wine files, or the cases only and eaches file, into one. Now, again, this is mostly an invisible change, but it's a really big deal for us. It's a really huge kind of under the covers architectural change that's going to set us up really well going forward. Some things that folks will see include product categories. So instead of beer, wine, and soda, you can now set up custom product categories such as chips, snacks, glassware,
I think we have
etc.
customers who have mops and janitorial. I think we have a couple folks who do that. So anything really.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And then they'll also see a product configuration maintenance. So instead of beer sec and wine sec, which some administrative folks might be familiar with, you'll see product configuration maintenance, which you can set up for every single product category. And also excitingly, every field will now be available for every product category. For example, you could set up vintage for a beer if you wanted to.
Oh, neat. So one of the things as you talk about that, I know folks have asked over the years, what about field lengths? So are we expanding or doing some things with that as you rattled off some of that change?
Yes, we are. We've expanded fields like cases per pallet, ounces per case, units per case, proof code. We've expanded a bunch of these. We'll put out a full list at some point, but we've absolutely expanded them per our customers' requests.
Awesome. That's great. So I know that we don't ever just do one thing in a release, so I'm guessing you have some more things to share on V17.
The other big feature change we have is routing on the web. We're completely overhauling it. So one of the things that folks might know right now about the process is that in order to do a reroute, you have to send a spreadsheet to customer support 2 weeks in advance. We cleanse the data for you, upload it to a test environment, have you review it. We make any changes as needed, and then we go ahead and push the button for you on the day that it's supposed to go into effect. With the new routing on the web, we'll actually have an import wizard that will allow you to import from a spreadsheet very easily and quickly, and you can basically push the button whenever you want it to be in effect.
So that's great. It sounds like a lot of the things we did with pricing and importing, you guys are bringing to routing, and that's going to be a super opportunity for everybody. I know we often get asked, everybody loves those short weeks, right? How do you manage routing during those short weeks? Are you tackling that as well?
Yes, we are. So what we've included time-dependent routing. So you can create route overrides, again, with the import wizard or manually, and those route overrides will be in effect only for the date range that you're looking for. You can name them like no Monday short week or whatever you want, so you can reuse those routes in the future, and they only override whichever accounts that you have included in there. Another thing that we've included is also the ability to visualize those routes, including multiple routes on a map, which I think will really help people when they're trying to move different routes around, different accounts of different routes, just trying to make sure that everything is all set. You now have a way to visualize that, which I think folks will really like.
It sounds like we are steadily crossing things off of our list and customers' list. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely listen to the things that our customers ask us for. Another thing that we've included in V17 is substitute items. We've expanded that to 15 substitute items per item, and you can set that up in a separate grid in order to manage it. And you can substitute eaches for cases and vice versa, something which you couldn't do before.
Cool. I think I might have heard something about the export feature getting an enhancement as well. Is that one of the last items on the list?
That is another item we've crossed off our list. We've had this request for a while, and we have finally implemented the, again, under the covers architecture to implement exporting from the web, including code descriptions, including codes. It's just a much more powerful feature. We also have a new export manager that keeps your exports for 24 hours, so you can download them over and over again if for some reason you delete them off your computer.
Oh, fantastic. I can't wait to hear what customers have to say after they can get their hands on V17. So that's probably the next question, right? When are customers going to get to see these changes and take advantage of V17?
We're hoping that our first beta customers get their hot little mitts on V17 sometime in October in order to start testing out our new routing features for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, that sort of thing. Our more adventurous customers will probably get to see it sometime early next year. And after that, we'll kind of work that timeline as events allow us.
Awesome. Lori, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here, and we look forward to what's coming in V17.
Thanks for having me. It's been really great to talk about some of the exciting features we have in V17. And for our customers watching, please stay tuned tomorrow. Allison Belisle presents V17 AP on the web.
Exciting. Thanks, Lori. Take care.
Thank you, Heather.
Well, that concludes our V17 special report. That was some awesome stuff. Thank you, Ori and Heather. I didn't realize how much taller Ori is than
There
you,
was
Heather.
a slope, Derek. You know. Come on, guys.
All right, so the big question, it's time for our daily segment. What time is it, Heather?
What's hot? So today we had a great segment yesterday, by the way, with our friend Taylor from Virginia Eagle. But today we have our own roving reporter, Stephen Shaw, to share what's hot with us.
Can't wait.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Karma Corners. I'm your host, Stephen Shaw, and in today's segment, we're going to reach out to the streets to find some random people to talk about the application Karma. That's right, absolutely 100% random people. Let's get a quick introduction to everyone, starting with question number 1. How do you use Karma?
Hey everyone, it's Linda from the Karma team. Today I'm going to pretend I'm a bottler. So I would use Karma for things like planograms, to accomplish all of my chain store ads, and even to track coolers that I've dropped off at accounts. Hi, my name is Lucinda, and I'm a wine distributor. And I use Karma for stuff like pricing surveys and making sure my shelf tags are accurate. My name is Lawrence. I'm a beer distributor, and we use Karma in every aspect of our business. I use it in the warehouse for my ops team, and I also use it out in the field for my reps to make sure they get their chain displays up, their draft surveys done, and also any of those special objectives I want to push out.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, it sounds like everyone is already using Karma. Linda, for question number 2, which of the following can Karma do? A, communicate tasks from rep to rep. B, build task visits in route lists. C, log account activity. Or D, all of the above.
Well, Stephen, if I was here to really emphasize everything Karma could do, I'd definitely be choosing D. But because the script says otherwise, let's go with B.
Linda responds with B. Cut to Stephen reading the script. Huh, I guess this is scripted. The answer is in fact D, all of the above. Karma can do many things, including communicating tasks to users, logging and viewing activity at the accounts, and of course, including or adding visits to your daily routes. Now this next question, number 3, is to Lawrence. True or false? Karma integrates into all VIP mobile applications.
This is tricky, Stephen. I think I'm going to have to phone a friend.
Can he do that? Let's direct the question to Lucinda.
That's definitely true.
Correct. It is true. Karma functionality such as tasks and contacts are available in all the VIP mobile applications. For our final question today, we're going to give you a list of various different tasks, and you need to tell us whether or not they can be accomplished in Karma. Are you ready? Number 1.
Yep. Ferris wheel. Yep. I do love a good dog treat. Absolutely. Red. Banana. Popcorn. Carpet. Tropical storm. Wood.
Well, that will do it for Karma Corners. Tune in next week for when we talk to the adorable Karma Corgi.
Well, that was entertaining. I feel kind of threatened as a news anchor, Heather. That was very Ron Burgundian.
Gotta love the blazer. That's awesome. So in similar fashion to what we did with Retailer Portal, let's share some of the numbers around Karma with you as well. So we have seen, as you would imagine, a decrease in the number of accounts that are being surveyed, which makes perfect sense given that we are having a lot less contact with some of those retailers. However, we are seeing an increase in the number of employees or users in Karma itself. We've seen an increase by about 6% of the number of answers, so you just might be doing it a little bit differently. And we've seen a 221% increase to almost 500,000 pictures, and this is comparing the time year to date through yesterday compared to the same time period last year. So we're still seeing a lot of growth with Karma. COVID has certainly changed this, and I think some of the questions that you all are asking with it are a little more reflective of the times that we're living in. So
awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. What do you think about that Lucinda? I think we should interview her for the sales team.
Oh, there you go.
She
I
seems
think
to
you
know
all,
her
wouldn't
stuff.
you love to have a rep like Lucinda? All right.
All right.
Oh.
Today, we're a little shorter than yesterday.
Yes.
So we're ready to really get into letting people know what's on the docket for today.
Before we do that, though, Derek, we do have a special report that we just kind of want to share. Paul from Dana had some words that I think we all want to keep in mind as we go through the conference, because it is about what you can bring back. And you're going to have a closer proximity to bring it back to because you're already in your office. So let's hear from Paul and what he has to share with us from Dana.
And now we're going to turn it over to Paul, who's going to talk about team boards and IBIG.
Hey guys, how are you? My name is Paul. Last year I bought team boards to the team, and each one of our supervisors now use it. They can look at each one of their guys and where they stand every day. It automatically updates. I look forward to learning some IDIG new tips and tricks this year at the virtual UC conference. Not the same as being there, but I hope to learn some new tricks to bring back to the team. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Great reminder, like we said, of why you are all attending. You know, you go to the conference, you pick up something, you go back and you implement it. So great stuff, great stuff. So what can you learn today? Let's take a look at today's events. And we're going to start off with IDIG tips and tricks. I think Julie has done this many times, but the exciting thing is it's never the same thing as it was the year before. So Julie, has some great tidbits for you, and her presentation is pretty fun. I got an opportunity to see it. Justin Tugi is going to present on monitoring and auditing inventory on the web. Very V16-ish presentation.
Nice. To help with the ongoing engagement and panels, Katie's going to be working with 3 customers who are going to share how they're using the VIP Solutions, Sales, iDig, Karma to win in the marketplace. So we have a great lineup with that. And then for the warehouse folks, there is What's New and Easy Ops with Grace. So some really good things to check out there.
And we also have What's New in iDig and Karma, presented by Lucinda
You
and
mean Linda.
Linda.
Derek, Linda.
And then we have Dana T presenting What's New in EasyPick. Dana's the product owner of our Easy applications, so that should be very good.
And in light of, you saw Ed's retirement, he had always hosted and moderated the bottler discussion for everyone. Brad Courier is taking the reins, and he's going to be moderating that conversation with Julian Reynolds, sharing what's new from a bottler perspective in VIP. We also have some other special guests joining us from Anheuser-Busch InBev, AB InBev, who will be having a discussion group on what we're partnering together with VIP to provide to AB wholesalers.
And last but not least, we have our social event. We have virtual trivia later on this afternoon. You all would have needed to sign up for this. It's very similar to a trivia competition that you might go to at a local bar. You're broken off into teams, and then you'll go off and answer all the trivia questions as a team. Then you'll come back with the masses, and the answers will be revealed. And we have prizes to the winners there. It's going to be primarily customers, but we're also going to have a couple VIP people on each team. And all I know is your team's in trouble, Heather, wherever you end up.
My favorite part of this event is that we're going to get to hang out and chat with people. I don't know, I might not even answer any of the trivia questions, so I'll just let you in, Derek. But it is BYOB also, so feel free, grab whatever beverage you like, and join us at the end of the day for the virtual trivia. All right, everybody, good day, day 2. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, but enjoy your sessions, and think of Paul when you're going through everything.
All right. And think about the beverage at trivia later.
There you go.